Welcome to Silver Screen Recaps, where your favorite movies are summarized in minutes. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the show. Drasa waits patiently for her assignment to arrive at the nearby landing strip. The moment finally comes when she can finish the job and head back home. The private jet lands on the runway, and as the Mark steps out, Drasa takes the headshot, killing him on the spot. Meanwhile, former Marine Levi wakes up from a nightmare and goes to the beach to clear his head. The next morning, he's called to the Marine Corps base, where he meets Agent Bartholomew. She notes his stellar career as an elite sniper, and that he has no family ties, making him ideal for a special assignment. In Lithuania, Drasa visits her mother's grave with her father, who reveals his cancer is terminal. He tells her that if he isn't gone by February 14th, he'll end his own life to reunite with his wife on Valentine's Day. Levi is aboard a plane, waking from anesthesia. A soldier refuses to disclose their location, confiscates their belongings, and tells them they're entering a no-fly zone. Levi must parachute down and trek to his destination. He descends safely and begins a long journey of climbing, trekking, and camping, eventually reaching the edge of a massive gorge. There, he meets JD, another soldier who has been stationed for a year, but also doesn't know the location. JD shows Levi the West Tower, a self-sufficient base with solar power, a generator, a rain system, a garden, and hunting opportunities. Across the gorge lies the East Tower, but contact with its occupant is forbidden. The gorge's north and south ends are mined and barricaded, with no way across. Levi's mission is to patrol the western rim daily, resupply automatic turrets every 600 meters, and check defenses like fences, mines, and clockers, devices that scramble satellite signals to keep the gorge hidden. The radio makes contact only every 30 days with no real communication. In emergencies, there's a panic button that activates the stray dog protocol, though JD warns Levi to run if it's ever triggered. According to JD, the gorge has existed since the Cold War, maintained by a pact between nations so secret even world leaders don't know about it. Their job is to ensure whatever lives in the gorge stays contained. At first, JD dismissed it as nonsense until he saw creatures known as Hollow Men, whose screeches echo from the gorge. He explains that in the late 1940s, 3 cavalry battalions entered the gorge but never returned. Since then, containment has been the only option. When JD's term ends, he departs for pickup. A helicopter retrieves him, but after confirming his identity, a soldier executes him and dumps his body. Levi soon settles into the monotonous routine of patrolling, maintaining defenses, and making brief radio check-ins. One day, while working in the garden, he spots movement across the gorge. Through binoculars, he sees Drasa at the East Tower chopping wood. She notices him, but ignores him. Later, during a storm, Levi wakes in panic from a nightmare, breaks a glass, and injures his foot. While cleaning it, he notices Drasa watching him from her tower before she retreats to bed. Another month passes by, and Drasa celebrates her birthday alone. Bored, she fires a gun to get Levi's attention and holds up a sign with her name. Levi reminds her they aren't supposed to talk, but she insists on celebrating. Amused, Levi shares his name too, and they toast across the gorge. Drasa cranks up the music and dances, coaxing Levi to join in. Though he insists he can't dance, he boasts of being a sniper. In response, Drasa shoots his water bottle. Levi retaliates by shooting hers, and they escalate into a playful shooting game, until they spot movement below. Strange humanoid creatures made of tree-like material climb Levi's side of the gorge. He shoots one, causing it to detonate a mine and set off a chain reaction. Drasa joins in with her machine gun, and together they eliminate. Just as things calm, another creature reaches Drasa's balcony, but she shoots and kicks it off. Soon, both towers are under siege, forcing them to use machine guns and mines to repel the attack. During the fight, shrapnel injures Drasa's shoulder. Eventually, the creatures are destroyed, and in the morning, she tends to her wounds, telling Levi it's the best birthday ever. As Levi repairs defenses, a drone emerges from the gorge and flies away. Later in December, Levi decorates a forest tree with lights as a Christmas gesture for Drasa. From then on, they share light-hearted activities, building snowmen, playing chess, and drumming with pots. On Valentine's Day, Levi finds Drasa weeping over a family photo. She admits she's struggling and wishes he were beside her. Wanting to bridge the gap, Levi constructs a device to fire a rocket with a rope across the gorge. Though it starts a small fire, Drasa secures the rope. Levi slides across, struggling but eventually reaching her tower with flowers. She insists he shower before dinner, replacing his uniform with old civilian clothes. Over dinner, they discuss the toll of mercenary life before sharing a dance and intimacy. The next morning, Levi returns to his tower, but as he slides back on the zip line, hollow men scale the walls, detonating mines that cut the rope. Levi parachutes down while Drasa arms herself, parachutes into the gorge, and lands in a river. She loses her auto-ascender while fighting the current and injures herself against rocks before crawling ashore. Levi, unconscious, hangs from a tree until a branch reveals itself as a monster. He wakes, fires, and freezes, but falls into adhesive mud that turns out to be another creature's mouth. He's nearly consumed until Drasa arrives and shoots the creature, freeing him. As they regroup, two hollow men on horse-like monsters attack. Drasa kills one rider with a knife and gun, while Levi shoots the other. Examining the bodies, they discover the hollow men wear old military uniforms, the Lost Cavalry Battalions. Following the river, they find skeletons and an abandoned town overtaken by plants. Inside a church, they find cyanide remains, residents who took their own lives. Suddenly, giant spiders attack. The duo fights off wave after wave with knives and guns until hollow men break in, forcing them to fight both enemies. Drasa blasts a hole in the wall with a grenade to escape. They continue through the forest until they discover a military lab overrun by plants. Inside, they activate a generator and watch an old film from 1946. A scientist explains an earthquake caused a chemical leak while they were developing biochemical weapons. The toxin mutated flora and fauna, eventually affecting the scientists themselves. Though the gorge contained the toxin, prolonged exposure led to grotesque changes, as the scientist demonstrates branches sprouting from her body. Levi later finds a computer from the 2000s, revealing that Dark Lake, a private paramilitary company, took over. The towers and guards were part of their efforts to keep experiments secret. The drone had been collecting samples, and the stray dog protocol is revealed to be a nuclear bomb meant to sterilize the gorge if containment fails. As they exit, Levi tells Drasa the mission was worth it because he met her. Suddenly, a hollow man captures Drasa with his whip. She struggles and crashes into trees, losing her weapons. The hollow man drags her into the lab, tortures her, and tries to kill her. But Drasa resists, burning him with fire. Levi arrives in time to shoot him dead. Checking the body, Levi realizes the hollow man was once the first guard from his tower. They press on and reach the original leak site, where grotesque bodies are fused into the toxic goo. As they cross a bridge, Drasa is almost pulled in, but Levi saves her. Larger monsters awaken, forcing them to fight through. A grenade explosion ignites the goo, burning the area as they escape. Searching further, they find jeeps in a garage and manage to repair one. Driving to the broken rope, they tie the jeep to it and start climbing the wall. Hollow men follow, but Levi and Drasa fight them off with a sword and axe. When Levi is nearly thrown off, he ignites the leaking fuel, causing an explosion that kills the creatures, but also destroys the jeep. Injured, Levi is helped by Drasa as they climb the rest of the way and return to her tower. They treat their wounds and agree on a 5-day quarantine in case of infection. They also plan to destroy the gorge and escape together. During the next radio check, Bartholomew herself answers. Suspicious of the lab being accessed, she instructs Levi to kill the other guard, unaware that she is watching them through the lab's camera feed. She orders a team to deploy to the gorge. The following day, Levi and Drasa prepare mines for their plan. She writes, "I love you" back before they spot incoming helicopters. Drones are deployed, sparking a firefight. The duo shoots them down while sustaining injuries. Reaching higher ground, they position themselves as snipers and target the clock. The mines trigger chain reactions, exposing the gorge. With containment broken, the stray dog protocol activates. Bartholomew and her team attempt to flee by helicopter, but the nuclear detonation brings them down, killing everyone. Levi is thrown by the blast into a river, while Drasa survives and hides in a cave. A month later, with no sign of Levi, Drasa decides to leave alone. Eventually, in France, she works as a waitress. One day, she is shocked to find Levi alive at a table. He explains it took time to recover from his injuries